Alright, how's it going, guys? So, we've been busy today. Got a few things done. First thing on the list is we finished up the titanium processing. So, rutile is now coming in through the top pipe here. I really need to relocate it. But for now, it works. And I do still need to get the calcite part done, but this will ignite it. You can see we barely lost any power, and we have a stack in 12. It's been running. As you can see, it ignites when it's ready. It runs. It does ignite a few times while it's running, which is where the power will go down. But then during the day, the power will go back up. And actually, I'm kind of confused about why it's losing power right now. It should not be using power right now, because nothing's igniting. That's strange. But during the day, it'll get back up. That pops on, does its thing, which then comes over here, and all one nice loop. I don't have to touch it. The only thing I have to do is occasionally throw a stack of calcite in there, which isn't too bad. We also got all 9 of the silicon bules done, so I can make more solar panels where we need to. And I have a batch of germanium running right now, a full 9 in 1. Because I am out of circuits. I used all of them today. The big thing we got done, well, 2 big things, is aluminum is now automated. I moved the barrel for the alumina over here and put in an inventory extender, so the carbon that comes from here will go in the side here and go in, and the alumina will come straight out and straight down. I'm sure you guys know how these extenders work by now. It's extending the input. And then I also have this pipe here that puts out the aluminum, which runs into this pipe. These are rose gold, by the way. We made a whole bunch of it to make red steel, and I figured why not just use them here instead of making more brass. But the carbon can come out through this pipe and in through here, along with the aluminum through here. And it doesn't matter that we have some things going one way and some things going the other way, as long as the pipe is not full at any point. There will be no issues with it going through. So the carbon and the aluminum will go over there, and the alumina will come over here, and that pipe is just running through here and connected up there. I did move this over again because we now have a carbon barrel in here, and we got the barium in there now. And if we go back over to the other room, I will be making a video about this setup now because it is complete. So our tantalum pentoxide comes into this mixer. I still do that manually. Then it comes into our bath that has its sodium waiting for it. This is for the fluoride to turn back into hydrogen fluoride with our hydrogen. And this is the part I set up today. There is a solar panel with a redstone emit on the back and the bottom, and the possible on the side of the smelter as usual. And then this redstone runs down and under to a piston that is right here, and it is inverted with the block. I could have put a redstone torch on the redstone wire, but I just did it this way and it works great. And there's just enough delay in it that the piston goes down right as the igniter is trying to ignite. So if we wait a second and it goes off again, I can see the electrolyzer's running. There you go. You've seen it pop on and pop right back off. There's never any waiting in there. It's perfect. And then, as usual, our electrolyzer that we have set up there. So this was the big one. We have got a stack and 17 of Tantalum done. There will be a mining and music stream this week to go get some more tantalite, so we can get that processed. I did get the water pipe complete through here, so we are now completely full on sulfuric acid. We're not full on hydrochloric acid, but that is because we ran out of rock salt. I do have more in there, and we can use regular salt as well. But we are really close to being completely full on hydrochloric acid. And ignore that skeleton. Down here we have our dryer running with our aluminum hydroxide, and distilled water is filling up, so I'm going to have to deal with that part, which I'm guessing this thing is still running, which if that's not full, that's really close to full. Yeah. All right, so we're going to leave the dryer off. I think I'm going to do another live stream before you see this video. I'm recording this on Saturday. I think I'm going to do another one on Sunday and put in a sensor to detect how much we have in here, and do like an on-off gate thing. I can't remember what it's called. RS latch. That will tell this to turn on if it gets too low, to turn off if it gets too full, leaving us a certain amount of room for things that put out distilled water, like our aluminum down there, because we are going to be running a lot of bauxite and getting a lot of aluminum hydroxide, because I have this full of all of the bauxite we had up here, getting it ran through all the things except for the actual bauxite itself, which is going right here in this mass storage, because we're going to be running it through vitriol of acid, or vitriol of clay. We're going to be running it through sulfuric acid to make vitriol of clay, which will get us extra alumina out of it. There. I think I got all that now. And that is what we spent the second part of the stream today working on, other than making 2 new minions. We have out here the self-destruct minion from Ethrin. I decided to use a TNT block for his body, and he's got his own lever here, and we had to use redstone arms because you can't put a lever on the side of a TNT. So that's why his lever is over here, and there really needs to be a sign on there that says do not touch. Luckily, I'm the only one here, and you do not know how hard it is for me to not flick that lever. I tried to record the video of the getting the princess out of the bumble area today, but somebody came in the middle of trying to record it in the stream and made a bunch of noise, so I've set it up now on this one, and I will try to record that video showing how it's done next time I hear this go off. And we have all these nice things that we're going to be doing in the next video, but we have something we need to get set up so we can finish that tomorrow. But I also want to run you out here and show you our other minion we built today. He is out here under the sea, down in the water. I don't know what kind of idiot builds under the water, but I built this specifically for him. He has his own little glass dome. There is the sponge minion. Who's the idiot under the sea? I had to make a brewing stand so I could make water breathing potions and night vision potions just to be able to do that. And believe it or not, he wanted prismarine for the body. And if you look out there, it says end portal room, 700 blocks away. That's all that's there. Just the room with the portal in it. I'm probably going to go dig around and see if there's more of it somewhere. But there's just a end portal room next to a Railcraft meteorite and a GregTech prismarine thing. Which, speaking of prismarine, for anybody that doesn't know, you can find prismarine spikes out in the deep ocean, and they will have garnierite or pyrolusite in them if you like prismarine for building with, or if you need pyrite or garnierite and can't find a vein of it. If you guys don't, if you guys need, I can go out there and do a video about it specifically. If you think we need one, just let me know. But this right here is what we got from just messing with the prismarine today. Okay, so we have something new we need to set up today for what we were trying to build. And that is a laminator. So we are working on making an MV power storage, and I want to make a large MV battery box. That way we can fill it with 16 batteries. But to do so, we need 4x copper cable. And there is no way of doing this without a laminator. You will notice that there is no shapeless under this like there is for the ones that has shapeless recipes with a mount 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't exist on this because there is no shapeless. So we need a laminator. So I am going to set it up right here, leaving us 3 blocks in between here. And the laminator is a really easy recipe. It is 4 rods, 2 small gears, machine casing, all of steel, and a double copper plate. And that is simply all we need right there. We'll get a couple chests here. Which will go there and there. And then I just need to hook up our pipe, which I can't go straight across there because piston. So we'll come across here. Shovelage. Just go right like that. And we've already got the pipes right here. We can bring this down, connect there, and right over like so. Alright, and since we're running this on gas and we shouldn't need to do anything like the extruder. We don't have an automatic shut off on it because we might do multiple things with different dies at the same time. This, we won't have that problem. So as soon as I have more, well, we got a tier 2 left. Let's go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and put a automatic on there, and that'll take my very last circuit. I can use the silicon for circuits. I'm just trying not to. All right, so then that means we can take, we need 2 4x copper cables. So 8 cables, and that'll be 4 rubber. And we put these together. That makes our 4x. We throw those in, that in. And just so you know, you can also do forestry electron tubes. If you want to make a multi-farm in here, you just need the electrode, which is made in the press, and some form of glass to do it. You can use item casings, and that'll do 4 of them. You can do glass panes, which will do 8 of them. And then for the rubber stuff, you can do either thin rubber or rubber sheets. And I'm not going to go through it to find the rubber sheets, but it's in there. And then we kick it on. It runs, does its thing. And there we go. There are our 2 copper cables. So now I just need my transformer, my 2 copper wires, and then I need 16 of these to make 4 more of the wires, which will go right there. And then all I need is the 2 circuits, and we will have our large battery box done. So that is going to be it for today. I did make up battery alloy, so we've got plenty of that. I made stacking a quarter. I also need to get a, oh, that is for relief. One other thing. Well, 2 other things. We're going with alkaline batteries, which need these alkaline button cells, which we can fill like we did the other ones, and it just uses distilled water. And we're going with this because everything we already have to do it. It just needs graphite, pyrolusite, aluminum, stainless steel, steel, zinc, plastic, and potassium hydroxide. So we could do the lead acid batteries, but these will hold, I think it's about twice, maybe 4 times as much battery. So a alkaline MV is 512, and a lead acid is 256. So this will hold twice as much as what the lead acid is. There is a nickel cadmium, but that takes a graphite rod. If any, I'll stop being stupid. And the graphite rod takes 512, which is titanium. And we just got that done. But if we're going to have 16 512 batteries, that'll be plenty for a little while. And then we'll get that setup made when we go to like HV or something like that. And there was something else I wanted to do, and now I don't remember what it was because I got talking about other things. So I guess I'll show it to you in the next one, whatever it was. I really don't remember what it was. I was talking about the batteries and the, oh, we also got, because we made so much sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acid and got that water issue dealt with, we now have the roasting oven running again and put a auto shut off on it. And we're finally starting to get through all the cobalite and getting other stuff in here. I don't know that we're actually going to get it done, but we have made 800 and some cobalt from that. It's ridiculous how much of that we had. But I'm actually out of lead, or really close to it. And the reason why we are so close to it is because we haven't been able to run that roasting oven, and we have 4,800 galena up here. So just waiting on the rest of this stuff to run, so the galena will get in, and we're probably going to be setting up a thing for running hematite soon, just because we can use it to use up some of our sulfuric acid, so we can use up our sulfur dioxide. And I'll explain that when we get there. So for the second time, that's going to be it for today. And I'm going to get rid of this guy because I already had one of them blow up at my back door today. So have a good one. Take it easy. And I'll see you next time.